Show.
Bobby Bones.
Let's play some voicemails. Ray, give me voicemail number 1.
I have a son who's a size 11. He's currently serving in the Army National Guard. I'm so proud of him. He just barely got done with high school, and now he's done boot camp, and now he's done his tech school. I go get him in May, and I would love for him to win some of your shoes. So put me on Team Lunchbox. I'm ready to go for my son who's a size 11. Let's go, baby.
I'm confused on the Team Lunchbox thing.
He wants Lunchbox to play for him, I guess.
But if I know who he's picking, I would pick a game.
Right.
Like I would pick conjugating verbs.
Don't even know what that means.
Exactly. You're not going to win it.
You know what that means?
We can get them on for a game. We'll get her on for that was a guy, right? We'll get Toby on next week.
All right.
And we'll let him play a game for some shoes. I have a couple pair up here from home still. Give me the next one. Kristen, Ray.
Morning show. Just wanted to give a shout out to Lunchbox. I just listened to the episode where you interviewed the Challenge cast members, and you did an awesome job. You asked some great questions, things I've always been curious about, so I figured you deserved a shout out. Great job, Lunchbox. Love the show.
People that watched the challenge loved it. Like, did a great job. Other people were confused because it was mayhem and they didn't know who anybody was. But the people that knew what they were listening to thought you did a great job because you knew what you were talking about.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because, man, that was
It was
so
a win.
fun.
It was a win.
It was so fun. I still think about it, and I'm just like, man, that was awesome. And that's what I thought about. When people don't listen to it, like they don't know what the challenge is. So when they talk, am I supposed to say, hey, this is Paulie talking?
No, because that's definitely an insider interview.
Okay.
So you're doing it, people from the challenge. People probably aren't going to stick around and listen to all that if they don't love the challenge, but the purpose was to feed challenge fans.
Yeah.
So I think it did its case. It was perfect. It was mayhem, but it was perfect because you understood the mayhem if you were a fan of the challenge.
Yeah. Man, I want him to come back on.
Eddie was like editing it at some point. I was like, why are you editing that? And he goes, oh, and won't say why, but apparently there were some sponsored things.
Oh.
A couple of questions in there to take out.
Yeah.
No
Really?
Big deal.
Yeah,
No big deal. No big deal.
Like
man.
what? Like,
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's not even to talk about, but yeah. We have to kind of guardrail it a little bit.
There's 2 things in there we had to take out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
No,
It makes
don't
sense.
worry
No,
about
it makes sense. Trust
But
me.
that's also why we would never do something like that live,
Because mayhem.
because mayhem, right?
huh.
So, great job. Give me the next one, Ray.
I have a morning corny after dark. Make sure you don't accidentally play this during this morning show because this is definitely after dark, and it's a little more hardcore than Amy's
Oh my gosh.
so-called after dark.
Ray,
which
pause.
were just kindergarten.
Okay.
Are we ready for this?
I don't know, because I don't know what the joke is. All I saw was the voicemail. She said the words hardcore.
Yeah.
And
Is that a
make
different? Is
sure-
that a different version? Morning corny hardcore.
Oh, God.
There's after dark, and then there's hardcore. Okay, let's hear morning corny hardcore.
Anyway, why did the Avon lady walk funny? Because her lipstick.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
I
didn't really hear it.
What do you mean you didn't hear it?
That's disgusting.
Selective hearing or what?
Maybe not.
Hey, good. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Don't even need to hear it again.
That was
Good. Move on.
How was after dark?
Lunchbox is upset because he thinks we're making up punishments that he either didn't sign up for or didn't deserve. Okay. Elaborate.
Yeah, I don't know where this T-shirt came in. Like, I don't remember.
You mean this shirt right here that says, "Ask me about syphilis."
Yeah, I understand the hat and the hanging things.
Truck
But
nuts.
yeah, I don't know where the shirt. Like,
You don't
what-
remember what happened?
Walk me through it in your head. Walk me through what you lost when you lost it.
I lost the game for the truck thing. That was out of nowhere. Like, we made up this punishment. We spun the wheel.
But that's all not true. You.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we came up with the punishment afterwards, and we spun it. It made it. Okay, and then I had a double or nothing where I had to wear a hat. But all of a sudden now I'm being told that I'm about to wear a shirt, and I'm like, what are we talking about?
So, Lunchbox does not remember us adding the shirt. So we did some investigating because
Oh, my gosh.
been wrong before. Clip 1. This is from the first game on Thursday. Now, he played a game that he wanted to play and was like, I'll make a wager. If I win, I win the prize. But if I lose, I'll spin the wheel to take the punishment. You guys remember that?
Yes.
yes.
And that was a long time ago, and we waited like a month to make him serve his punishment. And then I tried to let him out of it, and you guys did not agree. We added some free spaces to the wheel, which we never do. He did not hit a free space. He landed on truck nuts. So that one, you remember that, right?
I remember that vividly.
Okay. So then we'll let you try to remove the truck nuts, but if you lose, then you have to add something, and it was the hat. So here's the first clip. If he is to win this game that I'm about to give him, he can no longer wear the truck.
Yes.
But if he is to lose the game, he also has to wear this hat that we were sent. Ask me about syphilis. Would you like to play 2 TV characters, 1 actor? You could also do the game, the celeb voice actor game.
Give me that one.
Wait, which one?
The 2 actors.
Okay, there you go. And he lost. So at this point, he's got truck nuts and a syphilis hat. Now, give me clip 3. So I said, okay, you can play one more game, risk not doing anything. But if you lose, we have a shirt that says, ask me about syphilis, that he has to wear every day.
Oh.
Now, you have 2 games here. You have the celebrity voice actor game, or you have the country music lyrics game.
Man, I'm ready to play.
Let's
you
go,
know
baby.
me. I'm not scared.
Which game?
Give me the country music lyric.
Okay. And did you win?
No, I think I blacked out. That's why.
Oh, the whole game.
Oh,
you
you
don't
forgot
remember any of
I
it?
don't remember that. That's why I think I blacked out.
Like trauma or drunk?
trauma.
Yeah. So now, though, you do understand.
I do.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal.
Oh, good.
Yes, another deal.
Oh my gosh. I
No,
love
no,
you.
no more deals on games. But on Monday, because we'll walk you into this. On Monday, you wear the truck nuts. We'll do the ceremonial truck nutting, and we'll do the syphilis hat.
Truck nutting.
And then on starting Tuesday, you wear the shirt with the nuts and the hat. We'll give you one day of not wearing the shirt.
Okay. All right.
I'm so generous.
Are you ready to answer questions?
Yep.
Lunchbox about syphilis?
Yep.
Do you have syphilis?
No.
Why are you wearing that hat?
My buddy Eddie.
Gave you syphilis?
Yep.
Has it? No,
He has it. And here's his number. You can call him and wish him well.
Gave me syphilis.
That's messed up, man.
Okay. We have in a few minutes a caller coming on because Raymundo asked me if I could get him tickets to the Memphis Grizzlies playoff game, which I don't have any connections there. And I said, no, I can't. And so then a listener hit him up and said, hey, I have tickets. And so you're like, dang, this is really cool. Listeners hooking it up, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And it was just a DM on my Instagram, and I'm like, yeah! And then some of the stuff she was saying, she goes, she had floor seats,
That's cool.
What?
That's cool.
food and drinks.
Oh,
via,
so as part of where the seats are, you get to go like in the back. And eat
yeah,
and stuff.
free
Yeah.
food, free drinks at the Sissy's Lounge.
That's awesome.
90 minutes before tip, it includes pregame access to the tunnel that's right next to the players.
You hold your hands out and they slap it when they come through.
And you also have the opportunity, it's not guaranteed, for autograph and photo, likely with the Memphis Grizzlies players. Because you're right there next to the tunnel.
That's
Holy
that's a
crap.
very generous listener.
Yeah!
So, one, is it a scam? Probably not, because if you can go to their page and see if they're a real person. But two, yeah, how do you get them?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by the whole thing because the way we presented on the show, it was Bones is going to see if he got any of these connects. Let's go to this game, you know? And then she hits me up and she's like, I got tickets. Cool, you got tickets. So how do I get the tickets? So it's like, I'm like, are they free?
Oh, you don't know if she's selling.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, she just got on the phone. True? Is this her?
Yes.
Okay. Can you put her up?
Yep, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah, it's Bobby Bones. How are you?
Hey, Bobby, I'm good. How are you?
Really good. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening. And so we're talking about
Sure.
Raymundo was like, hey, can you get me tickets? And I don't have any tickets to the Memphis Grizzlies, nor do I know anybody. However, do you have season tickets? Is that what this is?
Yeah, we do.
And do you live in Memphis?
I do.
Okay. And so Ray's confused because he doesn't really know. What do you not know, Ray?
Well, what she had put is that it's row 4. So, I mean, when LeBron in one of these pictures is shooting a free throw, you're eye level with LeBron.
Okay.
And so those are amazing
Correct.
seats, and it's a playoff game with the Memphis Grizzlies. So I'm just confused. It was like, is it free?
Or like, how much will he
she
be
could
paying
be
for
selling.
these?
Got it,
Because
got it, got it.
obviously she could make a lot of money off these tickets.
Great point. Hannah, so when you reach out to Ray, are you trying to sell them to him or give them to him?
Well, I was gonna sell them
Great.
to him.
And I think don't change. We're not trying to convince you to change in any way whatsoever. How much were you wanting Raymundo to pay for them?
We were gonna give them to him for like $800 total with the parking pass.
Ooh, a parking
That's
pass.
good. Parking
For
pass.
2 tickets?
Yeah, you wouldn't
Floor
be able
level.
For
to,
the floor.
you wouldn't be able to
Yes.
buy those tickets for $800 with a parking pass if you were to buy them
Correct.
Yeah.
on the
Oh, Ray, I don't think we're
secondary
going to Memphis,
sites.
man.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't think we're going to Memphis.
Well, how much did y'all think they were going to be?
$3.99?
You think somebody's going to give you free tickets in the fourth row when they can sell them for $1,500?
When they're a super fan of the show, yeah. And
I wouldn't. No.
Wait,
No.
it's not like they're going to be hanging out with you. They're trying to
Wait, were you
make
going?
money.
I mean, if we were getting floor seats, I'm in.
No, I thought so. He was never part of it, Ray.
I mean, if it was 2 tickets, I would need to find a friend. Did I ask Lunch about it? No.
He was acting like he was the one going with you.
I don't know where he came with that, but honestly, my wife is working, so it may be just me. So, but yeah, I didn't know. It was
No, I'd have been in.
$400 each.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a fun time.
For the playing game, for fourth row.
Do it.
And y'all have a sports podcast? Write it off.
Yeah, well, I never really came into this saying that I was going to pay for it. Honestly, I did it as a bit because I was like, Bones, dude, hook up with this tickets, man.
I hear you, and I understand everything you're saying. However, I'm saying the situation has now presented itself in a different way than you expected.
Yeah.
So you can capitalize off of it and spend some money or not, but it isn't the way you wanted it, but it is still pretty advantageous. If you were to go, I'm looking at some seats here.
It has turned into an expensive bit.
Section, where are your seats, Hannah? Can you tell me, do you know the section or anything?
Yeah, it's row 4. I think the section's like 3. I don't know. My husband does all this.
So if you were to buy,
But there is a wrinkle.
Here's a wrinkle.
Let's go.
There's always a wrinkle.
The tickets sold, but if
You're-
they win tonight, we play OKC in the series, and we'll have tickets.
Okay, so the tickets to the playing game tonight have sold, which I would have sold them too, because it's tonight.
Yes, because Ray was like, unfortunately, I live too far away.
Yeah. But if they do go, and they'll be the 8 seed if they win, they'll go play the 1 seed, which is Oklahoma City. They'll play 3 of those games in Memphis if it goes that far. But they'll be. You're not going to go to the games, Hannah?
Well, we do want to go. We have 2 pairs, so we've got tickets in the 105s too.
How
which
rich
is
are
like
you?
upper-
That's pretty cool.
I'm not that rich.
Yeah, she's balling. That's
No,
good.
you're absolutely rich
That's
if you have
cool.
2 different season tickets and you have them on the floor. I mean, what do you do for a living?
We lucked into this, okay?
Why are you angry at her? She
Oh, well,
literally
Oh,
offered
she won
Ray.
the lottery.
She literally offered
Sorry
Ray
you
a
have to
deal.
work on Good Friday.
I know, I agree. No, wait, hold on.
So, Hannah, thank you for offering. Obviously, I guess we didn't get back fast enough, but I appreciate you reaching out to Ray. If you decide that you're not going to go to one of the games, if they do, they're playing Dallas tonight.
Yeah.
If they do beat Dallas, pop over a message to Raymundo. And we'll go from there because they'll start in OKC.
Right.
They'll
They'll
do
have 2 games there.
Yeah, 2 games, and then they'll go back at 7 to OKC, 6 and 7, right? 6 and 7, 1, 2, 6 and 7. So there'll be 3 chances, Ray, at least 2 chances for you to have a game.
Is that amount we're still sticking to, that 800 where it would be?
Just let her play it by ear.
Yeah. I'll let you know, Ray.
Yeah.
He wants to lock her into that price.
But also, they're going to play the Thunder if we win. And Bobby, I know you like the Thunder now, so you
Yeah,
can
I
come
have,
too.
but I have a hookup with the Thunder.
Of course.
Yeah.
You got Jalen.
Yeah, I got to hook up. I got GM and players. I'm good over there on that. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you for listening and reaching out. That's fun. And it was
Of
very nice of
course,
you to
yeah.
offer. What did you sell them for?
We sold them for, I think they were like $450 a seat.
So you sold them for like $900.
Yeah.
So Ray, you got a $100 discount there.
Is that like a massive profit? So you guys just were banking on them to make the playoffs, and that's how you're able to make some money then?
Yeah, I mean, most of our money has been made back by now throughout the season, so that's been fun.
Okay.
How many games have you gone to?
We've probably gone to maybe 10.
I mean, that's a significant amount of games to actually go to. So you bought season tickets and then you tried to sell the ones to the games you're not going to?
Uh-huh.
Dang. Why do
Or
you
we'll
have,
give them to friends.
why do you have 2 sets?
Well, we kind of went into this thing with Top Shot. Do you know what that is? The NFT thing?
Yes. Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
so we
Especially
got-
Lunchbox bought a bunch of this
Yeah, I
stuff.
bought a bunch of those. Didn't do go so well. They
So
got
we were in it with them, and then they stopped doing Top Shot, and then our friend was owning them with Top Shot. So then he got to keep them, but then we helped just be a partner with him.
I guess I don't understand. I know what Top Shot is, but how do you get season tickets with Top Shot?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Like she said, her
I'm gonna let her
husband's
handle that.
into
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and that they sort of lucked into it
I'll
in
let
a
her
way.
handle that. Where did you grow up, Hannah?
I actually grew up in Dallas, which is funny because they're playing the Mavs, and I used to be a Mavs fan.
Oh, not anymore.
You traded your allegiance.
Not anymore.
Would you have
I
left the
did.
Mavs though if Luka was still there? Yeah. Would you have left the Mavs when Luka left because you would have been so disgusted?
If I still lived in Dallas?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was a Dirk fan, so I wasn't really in it for Luca.
I felt that.
Yeah, Dirk was awesome.
Yeah, Dirk was awesome. All right. Well, Hannah, thank you. Reach out to Ray if they win. I do not think they're going to win.
Thank you, Hannah.
I know. I heard you say that we sucked yesterday on 25 whistles.
It's not that you suck. It's that you're like 13 and 17
blowing
in
it.
the
I
last
know.
30 games or whatever.
No, I told my sister you're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jaws, like, he shoots with his finger guns, and it's like, okay, we can't
I
do that. Then he
know.
throws grenades. Like, eventually, he's just going to do a whole nuclear. But
I know. He's just going to throw a middle finger every now and then.
He's crazy.
Hannah, thank you for
He-
calling,
he
and
doesn't
hopefully we'll talk to you next week, okay?
Hey, you're welcome. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. I agree. Thank you. Bye. I'm going to watch. I'm not going for the purpose of just watching, but I'm flying to Fayetteville today. I'm going to make the second game. They're playing a doubleheader today in softball.
Oh.
Because they don't play on Sunday because of
Easter.
Thank you. And so they play 2 today. They play at 2, which you can't get there in time for that one, but they play again at like 5. So I'll be there for that one, and then we'll go tomorrow. We'll go to church on Sunday in Oklahoma, and then we'll come back.
Nice.
Fun.
So that's what we're going to go do.
Busy weekend.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh yeah, that's the field. That's the field that we.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hit a car's window.
Yeah.
And then we
don't talk about that,
We were
man.
just whistling if we want. Nothing to see. Okay. I'll do one more thing, and then we'll break it off. I'm going to do the cult leaders thing that we have here. How many cult leaders can you name, Amy?
Oh man.
Oh.
And you love
famous
this
ones.
stuff.
Famous
you love
ones.
this stuff.
Yeah. David Koresh.
Good. I have the top 5 cult leaders and their crimes. If you're really good at culting, it usually ends bad, but you get famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gwen Shamblin.
Oh, that's a risky one.
Why?
What does she do?
She died. She's one of the plane crash, the church.
Oh, I don't know if that's a cult, man.
I felt very cultish. Like,
yeah, I did,
like
but-
lose weight. That's the only way you can go meet Jesus in heaven is if you lose enough weight.
And I think they're still
Yeah.
in operation.
My mom did that, the Way Down workshop.
I have a
It's very culty.
very personal story now about that I can not tell you guys on the air right now, but I can tell you off the air.
She's alive.
No.
Just kidding. NPR.
Amy.
Don't.
Yeah. Okay, she didn't make the top 5 list.
Yeah, I guess she's. I mean, a lot of. But I mean, there's this whole documentary about it. Let's see. Who are some other? I don't know. David
Koresh is a big one. Eddie, you have any?
Jim Jones.
Oh yeah.
That did make the list. So did Koresh.
And then why can't I think of his name? Helter Skelter.
Yeah, he made the list
What's
with
his
Charles
name?
Manson.
Charles Manson.
So I'll walk you through 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At 5, I didn't know his name, but it's Shoko Asahara, and his cult name was Aum Shirinkyo. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but I tried. In 1995, his followers released deadly sarin gas in Tokyo's subway system, killing 13 and injuring thousands.
Oh my gosh.
His crimes were terrorism, murder, and chemical warfare. One of the deadliest terrorist attacks in Japanese history. He was executed in 2018.
I don't remember him.
Probably because
or
it didn't
that.
happen in the Western world.
Yeah.
Number 4, Marshall Applewhite. Now, don't be confused with the Texas quarterback.
Major Applewhite.
Yeah, like I wasn't going to confuse them.
I was like, dang, he's the cult leader.
You know, they'd say the Longhorn fans are a cult.
The Longhorns. He was their leader.
He was. So Marshall Applewhite, you'll know him when I tell you who he is. Anything come to mind with Marshall?
Not at all.
Applewhite.
No.
Heaven's Gate is the cult. Now, 1997, Applewhite and 38 followers died by suicide in matching outfits and Nike shoes, believing they descended to a spaceship following the Hale-Bopp comet. Do you remember that? They all killed themselves thinking they were going to be up on the comet.
The Nike shoes in the comment sounds familiar.
Oh, I do remember this one because it was pretty famous. And
What
then
was that year?
Key and Peele did a sketch on it too, where
Yes.
they were the ones, they were acting like they weren't in it, but they survived it, and they were like,
Stop.
It was hilarious.
I need to watch
Okay,
that.
I think that's why I remember it.
Yeah. The crime, psychological manipulation and orchestrated mass suicide. His legacy, known for eerie videos because he'd do like VHS tapes, and the belief in aliens and ascension. Number 3 is David Koresh, the Waco siege.
Oh yeah.
The cult name was, Amy? What were they if they were part of that cult?
The Branch Davidian.
Correct. Good job. 1993, a 51-day standoff between the FBI and Koresh's followers in Waco, Texas, ended in a fiery inferno, killing 76 people. The crime, illegal weapons possession, child abuse, and obstruction of justice. The Waco siege remains controversial and fueled anti-government sentiment. The government made some bad mistakes, too.
Bad.
Like, bad. Koresh, bad guy. Government made some bad moves in order because all those people didn't have to die.
I didn't realize it was 51 days.
We weren't a part of all 51 days of it. And the media wasn't like it is now. There was a 24-hour news cycle, but there wasn't social media.
Yeah.
So
what did we catch, like the last week?
we caught whenever they started to burn stuff down.
Yeah.
Number 2, Charles Manson, the Manson family murders. Cult named the Manson family. In 1969, followers of Charles Manson brutally murdered actress Sharon Tate and 6 others. She was 8 months pregnant at the time. The crime was conspiracy to commit murder. Charles Manson never actually killed anybody.
No, he didn't.
But directly ordered the killings. He believed in an apocalyptic race war he called Helter Skelter. They made a movie not so much about Charles Manson, but it was about that time. And
Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's a really good
The
movie.
movie was, yeah. Yeah, he's creepy. He died like in the last 5 or 6 years, right?
2017.
How old was he when he died? Because he seemed like he was pretty old. I think he lived a long life in prison.
83.
He's 83. Yeah. Hey, Morgan, can you turn your mic off? I can hear you typing. Because I start to feel like Charles Manson. Somebody's talking to me, like typing in my head.
Yeah.
And then kill 3 people.
And the murderers,
No.
too, were like men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just, I think I saw an interview with like maybe one of the girls that was a murderer, and she was old now. Like, I don't know, she was like maybe in her 70s, 60s, 70s.
So what did he say? Just go kill someone randomly, or did
Yeah.
he pick people out that he wanted killed?
He knew the house, and he said, whoever's in that house,
Go kill him.
go kill them all.
Oh.
And they did.
Creepy.
Jim Jones, the Jonestown Massacre. Their cult name was the People's Temple. In 1978, Jones orchestrated mass murder-suicide of over 900 people. This is the Kool-Aid, right? He made the Kool-Aid and everybody drank it. That's where Don't Drink the Kool-Aid originated from. But Jim Jones, man, that's a lot of people dying right there at once. 900? That's a big cult. Like, you got to be really charismatic.
Yeah. And find some really vulnerable people.
Both. It has to be the cold front meets warm front tornado. Like, you got to be really charismatic. But the more charismatic you are, the less vulnerable they have to be. They're still a bit vulnerable, but
True.
Also, how do you find these people pre-internet? Like, how do you get 900 people pre-internet to join your cult?
Well, I started small, right?
Guam,
Started small, and I think they started in America, and then they moved down
South
to
America,
South
yeah.
America.
word of mouth.
And I think technically too, it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was like Flavor Aid or something.
Correct.
But Kool-Aid got the
It was like Red Flavor Aid.
yeah.
But Kool-Aid was the brand. We could have done generic or
Uh-huh.
brand name.
Yeah.
Tim Allen says they're going to do Toy Story 5. I don't get annoyed. I don't get annoyed when they do prequels or sequels or remakes because I understand like the business of it. Like they're just trying to cover their butts and make money. It's hard to make money in movies. I don't like Toy Stories. They're not they're continuing the story. I like that. People are just
It's not a
mad
big
about
deal.
it. Yeah, I like that they're continuing the story. I'm not even a huge Toy Story guy, but I have seen them. I watched them as a bit, and I was like, Toy Story's pretty good.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
good.
Toy Story 2 is the best. Is that?
3's really good too.
Yeah, I don't remember why I think 2 is the best. Does 2 have you got a friend in me? Is
That's
that 2?
1.
Oh crap.
You like the sad Jessie song? When She Loved Me?
Jesse's mom has got
No, that's not. But what's cool about that though is like the kids don't care, and then whoever watched 1 and 2, they're older now. But then the younger ones get to experience a new Toy Story, and they don't know what the story is. That's cool.
Tim Allen says Toy Story 5 will focus a lot on Jessie the cowgirl, the toy, and that Buzz and Woody will reunite. The sequel hits theaters June 19th, 2026. So they're not going to have to be in it as much, but they can kind of move it, right?
That's what they're kind of doing, like focusing on the other characters. Because I feel like the first trilogy was like what it was supposed to be, and everything else is just kind of extra at this point.
Hey, speaking of movies and speaking of like terrorist stuff or cults, Mike on Mike's Movie Podcast had on an ex-FBI agent who, did he direct the documentary?
He is a part of it,
Yeah.
and I had on the director as well. But the FBI agent was one of the people who went in and rescued survivors.
After Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh,
Oh, is that?
is that on Netflix?
Did you glitch? Did you glitch? Are you okay?
What happened?
I'm okay. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it just came out.
Okay, I just saw the preview.
Cool.
What was your takeaways about the bombing that you didn't know?
Well, in connection to what we were talking about earlier, I didn't realize it was in response to what happened in Waco.
Oh yeah, the guy was mad at the government.
He was mad
Yeah.
at the government, and this was his way of saying we're gonna like come back at you, and that was kind of what started that whole thing. So it took place not that long after that, and I didn't know how massive the bomb was, and 168 people died because I was so young when it happened. I don't really remember those details. So watching this documentary was me learning everything for the first time, and I didn't realize just how crazy that was. And when they went in, they thought maybe there was another bomb in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've heard the audio because I went and toured it, and if you go into a specific place, they play you the audio of like a town council meeting that was across the street from the building, and so they're like, "All right, we're gonna vote on Proposition 283 water." Whoa! And you hear it because everything has to be recorded if it's like city council, and it was running while the bomb went off. It sounds like a monster is eating the place. Like their place didn't blow up, but it was so close to them because it was like across the street or a couple buildings down. What else did you learn?
I learned how they had no technology back then because they couldn't even search who was in the system, like who was arrested. That took them days to do because they had already arrested Timothy McVeigh. They didn't know he was in connection with the bombing, but it was for a separate incident. And they're like, let's just run a database of all these people's names. And it took them like 3 days just to run that quick search that we could do now in like 2 seconds.
The Timothy McVeigh thing's wild because, so the bomb blows up. He has his car parked so he can do a getaway, but the bomb, again, is so massive, it shakes his car. The license plate comes off of his car. So he's driving down the highway. He gets pulled over for no license plate, not because he's part of the bombing. He has a gun on him. He can't have a gun on him. So they arrest him, put him in jail for no license plate that turns into having a firearm. He's in jail the whole time they're looking for him.
Wow.
And he's like so calm and collected
That's so
that they don't
crazy.
suspect anything.
That's crazy.
He's just so normal. They're like, no way this
Oh.
could be in connection in any way. He felt no remorse.
Check out Movie Mike's Movie Podcast if you want to hear the FBI agent talk about that, who was a part of the documentary. And the documentary's on Netflix.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Oklahoma City Bombing, American Terror.
I think I could watch that because there hasn't been 100 versions of that. Like the O.J. Simpson stuff, I don't even care to watch
There's
anymore
so many.
because I've seen it 13 times. I've
Yeah.
seen the documentaries. I've seen people be the actors. That's happened so much. Where I think this, I probably need and should be reminded of how that affected people that are even close to us. What year was it? Like 95 or something?
Yeah, 95, so 30 years tomorrow, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, Movie Mike's Movie Podcast with that. Okay, Amy, I hope you have a great trip in
Thank
South
you.
Carolina.
Have fun at those bars, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Social, or what was it called?
The Republic.
That's-
Social.
Morgan,
Oh.
I hope you get some Easter eggs.
Thank you. I'm excited. I've been scouting.
Is that fair?
What?
I feel like you guys have cheated this Easter egg thing because you walked in a minute ago and you're like, I already know where the eggs are. I'm going right to them. Like you guys are. Is that?
I mean,
That's how we used to play growing up. We'd scout all the time. It's part of the game.
what are you gonna? What? How is she penalized for walking around the office and happen to see an egg and open it up and know what's in it?
Right? Then hide them better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just hanging out right there by the tree or whatever. Like, yeah, hide 'em
Or
better
put
then.
everybody in a conference room, then go hide them, and then everybody run. You know, if you hide them early.
So
You're-
you're saying they should have hid that? Everybody that wants to do it should have gone to a place and then they run around and hide them.
Yes.
And then everybody goes out.
That's how we do in the family.
Good luck.
You sure you don't want to hunt?
I'm sure.
There's some good
I'll
ones.
be live streaming it, so go watch on YouTube.
Look for that $50 gift card.
Yeah, go to our
$500
YouTube
gift card.
page. Go to YouTube Bobby Bone Show. We're going to live stream that starting at 11. And then if you don't watch it live and you're listening to this in the podcast, you can go and watch it. Just go to our YouTube page and it'll be go to our live feed part, or we'll bump it or whatever we can do. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys. Hope you have a